Hey guys!
Hey guys, we're back again with He Said,
She Said.
Here to talk about girls.
This week's episode is called The Bad Friend.
And who is the bad friend, Francesca?
All of them.
What I actually need is for you to recognize that maybe I'm not the bad friend and you're not the good friend.
I have to be honest with you. This episode was the episode that I was ready to be like, I'm done with this whole thing.
You know what? I'm absolutely with you. How many episodes did Donald Glover stay on this show?
Donald Glover lasted 2 episodes.
2 episodes. And we called it. We knew it. Hannah has moved on.
I said 3 and you said 2. So you definitely won on that one. So this episode, Hannah decides to get a freelance job.
So it's only the internet, but we do pay $200 an article. And you don't seem that fancy, so...
Wait, so are you hiring me?
Well, it's a freelance thing, so...
Can we also just talk about the fact that what freelance writing job for a blog pays $200 an article? That is like a joke if I ever heard one. Like, no.
You could have a threesome with some people that you meet on Craigslist, or do a whole bunch of coke and then just write about it.
So Hannah gets a real job, and her first assignment is to do this coke, and she decides to do it with Isaiah. What's his name?
I think his name is Isaiah, or Elliot. I don't know.
Israel?
I don't
know. So,
you can tell how much we like the show, because we're like, what is his name? I don't know. So she goes and gets coke from her neighbor, and then she and her gay roomie are like, well, maybe we should just do it now, because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we don't work. I don't know what he does.
I don't know. I also don't know how Hannah makes money at that coffee shop to sustain living in her apartment.
She says she only makes $40 a day, and I don't think I have only seen her go to work like once.
Okay, if she makes $40 a day, let's just break this down. She's not making more than, what, $800, $1,000 a month? Yeah. After taxes? And that's being generous. After taxes, you're coming home with like maybe 8 something. So I guess she could pay her rent if she's working that much.
But then she wouldn't be able to afford some coke. That's for damn sure. Like...
That is not in the budget.
The only thing I could think during this whole episode was, I hate people that do coke.
We've come so far, Elijah.
So far.
Honestly, I've loved you ever since the first second I met you. So there's like the computer lab at Oberlin, hang your wet thermals over a chair.
We have so many memories.
We have so many fucking memories.
But if you've ever been around someone that's been on coke, they are just as annoying and obnoxious as Hannah and her roommate were this entire episode. You just want to punch them.
Be like literally 2 minutes into the episode to be like, oh, they're on coke. Oh, okay, that's what it looks like. Got it.
Yeah, my friend was like, I thought she did a great job with that scene. And I was like, yeah, maybe because she has experience. And I was like, she was so annoying. I was just like, ugh.
I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. So then they go to this nightclub, and they're on coke, and they're having a good time. And
we see Hannah's breasts.
We need that ticker because we see Hannah's tatas again. And then it comes out through like them snorting coke in the bathroom that Isaiah, Israel, whatever his name is, slept with Marnie, and he thinks it's like a moment of like telling the truth.
I don't know why that turned into such a huge fight.
Like, did you fuck her like in a sexual way?
I don't know, man. It just sort of happened, I guess.
A huge fight, and out of left field.
She was just like, no. Why did you do this to me?
She was like, don't touch me. And then puts her head in the faucet. Oh, gosh. Then we see that nasty troll midget.
Booth Jonathan.
Booth Jonathan.
I really just hate everyone on this show.
This guy is such a troll.
When was the last time you had sex?
What?
Come with me.
Who do you think I am?
Oh, I think you're a person who was about to have sex with me.
I guess that's a good pickup line if you have that swag, you know.
I just don't understand why she's so into it. She's like, ew, don't talk to me like that. Okay. And then she just like goes with him. And they go back to Booth Jonathan's studio where he creates art. His art looks like the shit that everyone, when they're like in 10th grade and just started listening to 9 Inch Nails, wants to make. Like bears with knives through their eyes and like videos of like animals being ripped apart with like freaking Duncan Sheik playing. I mean, it was just awful. It was so bad.
The black holes that surround you are heavier by far. Believed in you.
Hey, Booth, can I get out of here?
You have to ask me why.
Clockwork Orange. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
That's what that reminded me of. All the scary pictures that were going.
Yeah, when they're holding his eyes open.
That's what it reminded me of.
Absolutely. Well, she's being held against her will, and he's making coffee. He's checking his email.
That was kind of funny. She was like, "Help, help," and he was just like, "La la 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 la," like doing other things while he left her in there.
I could not believe that. And then when however long it takes, he lets her out.
What do you think?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck? You're so fucking talented.
I was like, girl, he just held you against your will in that installation. Yes, okay, I get it. That's part of it. But just let me know. Just let me know beforehand. Lock me in. And then tell me you're going to be back in 20 minutes. But come on. This whole moment in this episode breaks down is, again, like the naivete of these girls and what they allow to happen to them.
That's true.
And in real life, I know this is a show and it's not real life, but in real life, anyone would be freaked out by that, by being locked in this thing and being left alone.
I will say, as hard as it is for me to admit, I do think there is some honesty in that, because I think when you're young and like you still don't really know yourself, you just like you just think that a guy liking you is gonna like validate you in some way. So you're just willing to be like, okay, I'll just take whatever I can get. Like, just be nasty and awful to me, and I'm here for it, you know? Because none of them have like self-esteem. Like no self-respecting woman would let someone talk to them or do those things to them. But that's kind of what the show is about, is that they're not really adults yet. They're still girls. And so they're still kind of like, okay, I'm really uncomfortable, but all right.
So then they have sex. So Booth and Marnie have sex.
Oh, this is the scariest sex scene I've ever seen in my life.
And it goes back to, in my mind, Adam and Hannah again, how these girls let these guys do anything to them.
And her face the whole time, and I'm like, there's really no way to show this clip in a way that is not completely offensive. So y'all just have to use your imagination, or I might have to blur it out. I don't know how I'm going to show this shit to you. But her face the entire time was like,
she's literally confused, and he's like telling her, like, he has this doll standing there. He has this doll as he's on top of her, and he's like, what is the doll saying?
He's like, look at the doll. Look at the doll. How does the doll feel?
She's not even faking it. She is not even in the room right now.
He couldn't see her face, so he didn't know. She was just like, what is he doing over there?
She's like, he is laying on top of me, and I kind of can't breathe. I'm uncomfortable. I'm looking at this doll.
But thankfully, my breasts aren't showing, because Marnie does not like showing her titties. That must be written into her contract. During their sex scene, right before he finishes, he says, "Are you on the pill?" So they were having sex without a condom?
Again, it doesn't have to be an after-school special, but let's just be
I know that happens. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that happens, but I was pissed off. Like, he is weird and creepy and nasty. He is not the one to be having sex without a condom. During the Marnie-Hannah, like, little fight scene, Hannah was doing her little cokehead damnness. She was like, I am on drugs right now, and I am talking weird and... No. I was like, okay, you work for that Golden Globe.
And you lied to me with your eyes, and you've said to me, by not saying anything, that you'd done nothing. So guess who's the bad friend? I don't even care. We could keep being friends just as long as you know you're a bad one.
Marnie, who's taking it, she is sitting there and she is trying her damnedest to like get emotional and cry. It is just not happening. She needed 2 more takes. She needed 2 more takes. She just gave up at one point. She was just like, I hate you, Hannah.
At one point, Hannah says when they're coked up, she says, "It's my greatest dream to have sex with myself." And I said, well, you do have your own show at HBO, so you kind of
and how apropos, because
have sex
you
with
have
yourself
written,
every week.
you have written, starred, and are directing this show, so you are masturbating all the time.
Pretty much. I was like, oh my God, that could be like her eulogy. She's writing a new show for HBO. P.S.
No, she's not.
She sure is.
You know what? Good for her. Good for her.
Milk it.
Congratulations, because at this point, I'm just riding on jealousy. Envy and jealousy are feeding my life. And I will go on audition for those shows, and I'm like, hey, girl, I love girls. Too bad.
Whatever you do, don't Google me. But please give me the job.
Watch anything that's on YouTube, because it's never going away, because once you put something on the internet, it is here forever. So don't Google my ass. But I tell you, I will kill it on your show.
The episode ended with Hannah making out with him in the hallway, and that was just awkward. And the kissing was just really gross and bad. So definitely tell us in the comments what you think is going to happen with this new relationship. And if it continues, what is Adam going to think? Because you know he's going to find out.
You know he is going to flip a shit.
Tell us in the comments, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.